So the second day we're here, they piled all of us exchange students into a bus and gave us a city bus tour. And they drove us around the city and we saw the site that was the first opening picture. And then they explained to us that really the 1992 Olympics is what put Barcelona on the map. They had a lot of construction of buildings and pools and even art to decorate the city to invite everybody over. This is a park by Gaudi, who's a famous architect. And it wasn't supposed to be a park, it was supposed to be a residential area. And here we have sand on the roof of this building right here, and water was supposed to come through and be filtered through the sand and run down through this salamander sculpture you see. Water comes out of there, but it was supposed to be supplied for the whole town. And he was very into nature and recycling, so this is a bunch of mosaics that were decorating the top. He's also the most visited building is La Sagrada Familia, which is a basilica, and it's just precious. I could never explain the architecture in there. It's just amazing. You have to see it. And they've been working on it for over 100 years, and they're hoping that they can finish it by 2026, which would be the 100th anniversary of Gaudi's death.
So the original idea of Gaudí is to construct an arc from the natural movement of a string when you freely leave it fall down. Yes, you take the two sides and you have an arc. You take a picture, you turn it up, and you will obtain a vault. The same as you can do here looking at the mirror. Yes, you can see this is handy. If you look up, you will see this turn up. Yes? So once we have this arc turned up, you take a picture, you have a vault. Yeah? So if this vault you turn 360 degrees, you have a dome.
And what the weights are for on the string is to figure out how much each dome can hold weight-wise, because he's not just having one big dome, you're constructing on top of each other. So he's a very, very brilliant man, and I mean, had he had the help of current architecture, computer programs, or whatever, I think the world would be completely different. So that was one part of the day, and then we had a time for lunch, and then we had a break for another part of the day, and then we got to go on the Gothic tour, which was kind of in a different part of Barcelona, with a lot of Gothic architecture, and Neo-Gothic too. So this is the Cathedral of Barcelona. Of course, there are a ton of churches everywhere in the world, but you're only allowed to have one cathedral per town. And this Gothic architecture was the first to be able to have stained glass, because they learned how to support the ceiling without needing the wall to be complete. You could have holes in the wall. And this church is dedicated to a saint whose name I not remember, but she was 13 and she stood up to a Roman general. And then she had to go through 13 punishments to go through that, so they named her a saint. And in all of the courtyards of the Gothic architecture, there are orange courtyards, which is interesting. The story of their flag is actually the coolest one I've heard so far. There was a man named Wilfred the Hairy, and he did a lot for defending Catalonia, which is the state that Barcelona is in. So back when the Franks were trying to take it over, that's when he did a lot. And what happened is he was dying in battle, and he said to one of his men, "I want some monument about me to have people remember the work that I did." Blah blah blah. So what he did is the guy he was talking to stuck his hand in a wound of Wilfred the Hairy, and then drew it out, and then Wilfred had a gold shield, and he dragged his 4 fingers across the gold shield, which would be the 4 red stripes on the 5 gold ones would be. It's supposed to be like the shield. And goodness gracious, I see a lot in this video. Maybe I should write things down so I remember more. So that was everything, and I did it again. So that was everything that was interesting to me on the tour that I can remember so far. And I guess I start school Monday, and hopefully that will be really exciting. Take care. Bye.